It's probably only been 4 or 5 months ago. And it's a continuing thing. I mean, it's not suddenly one day you're no longer upset about it. One day you're no longer anxious. You don't go to sleep and wake up terrified in the middle of the night because you don't know where you are. It's a gradual process, and I have to give so much credit to my fiance for not only building me up, but also being there when I completely fall apart and saying, no, it's okay. It's fine for you to get upset. It's all right for you to be mad. It's okay for us to have a disagreement. It doesn't mean that the world's over. This is how the world's supposed to work. You know, we communicate with each other. We talk about these things, and it's okay. And I think that just having someone tell you that you're okay just the way you are in the middle of the night after waking up from a nightmare, screaming your freaking head off and tears pouring down your face, that cements the idea in your head that what you're thinking about yourself, that you really are okay and that it's going to be all right. To have someone else confirm that makes a big difference. For the longest time, I would talk to my mom because I'd be driving down the middle of the road, and for seemingly no reason, just suddenly out of the blue, I would burst into tears and I'd have to pull over. And I didn't know what was going on, and I called my mom and I said, Mom, I think I'm going crazy. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with me. I would drive home from work and not remember it. I'd wake up in my bed and go, the last thing I remembered was about halfway through my shift. And she said, you need to talk to somebody. You need to go and you need to talk to a therapist or a psychiatrist or something. And I did. And that first 2-hour session where I sobbed like a tiny blubbering little kid, and this man looked at me and he said, you're going to be fine. He said, if you weren't reacting the way that you are, I would be concerned about you, but this is normal. And that was a shock. It was a complete and total shock because that was not a definition of normal that I'd ever accepted. Because that was not who I was. When I was a teenager, I was the one that everybody depended on, that if you needed something, you came and asked me because I would be the one to do it. I was strong, I was independent, I was reliable. You know, I took care of everything. I was calm, I was rational, I was not highly emotional or flighty. And so this 11-year span of this horrible marriage had just completely reduced me to somebody I didn't even recognize. And so it was a real eye-opener that this was a new normal. That it was normal for me to just fall to pieces in the middle of nowhere. And it was a shock. But then it was something to work on because, okay, well, this is normal. This is my new baseline. This is where I have to work up from. To where I could hold my head high and look in the mirror and see somebody that I knew. And to be able to react to situations involving men in authority without completely freaking out and having a panic attack. So that was my new normal.
And I think for so many people, Dawn, as they're going through different things in life, I think that's it. Realizing that maybe the self that they were at one point, you know, to think that that's going to be where they can get back to is not realistic, but to realize that they can begin anew where they are today. And I think that's a great example you've been able to share.